Feed the birds, I feed the squirrels. But this red-tailed hawk here, I have one that's called a critters. Critters hawk, critty hawk, crittery hawk. It's hard to say, but it's right there. Yeah, and I'll tell you, something to see when they show up here. Here comes a squirrel. So this is what I feed my squirrels when they come. My hand feed, I just drop it in front of them. Pecan, peanut, Brazil nut, that kind of thing. The amaryllis is open. The queen. Yeah. And I'll cut this Japanese squash up and give it to the robins. I'll put it out there and it'll slowly decay, and the robins like eating the seed and the pulp of it. But check out these roses, eh? Oh, I love these. Oh, my buddy is here, the squirrel. Here he is. We're gonna drop some peanuts there for him. There he is, right there. And we put a bunch of nuts there. And smarter than the squirrel, I think. There he is, right there. Oh, hello. And they go by facial recognition, and it's too much temptation for him to resist. The nuts. He has to have it. He's going to go and bury it nearby, and he'll be back. And he has friends, but there's one missing now because of that red-tailed hawk. But I mean, it's just what it is. These squirrels all gather up nuts and they stash them. Okay, a lot of them, they bury them here in the mounds, in these hugel mounds that you see in front of you. And they know where each and every one is, and they know who gives it to them. They have facial recognition. But there was this really nice black squirrel. He was a beautiful black squirrel, and I didn't know what was going on at first, but I knew it was significant, right? Because the birds had split, and the poor squirrel, he didn't have a chance. That guy came right in, boom. Or a girl, I don't know, but it was a red-tailed hawk, sort of like a red-tailed hawk. It's one of the lower hawks, I think. It's hard, man. They're fast and they move fast, but often I spot the red-tailed hawk sitting in the pine tree here and just watching and observing. Very smart. You know, I guess they're a raptor. they grab things in with their claws and tear it apart with their beaks. Poor my friend there, the squirrel, I felt terrible for my little friend. Just couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. So, anyway, I don't think that the squirrel's coming back right away, but that's what I'm sitting and enjoying. Here are the suet bags that I make. And then there's the suet log right there. And it's another old suet bag here. And here's a bird feeder here. This is a really nice one to watch because juncos and all kind of every type of bird you can imagine just loves it here. And then there's the kestrels. The American kestrel likes to come here, but he won't exactly be here anytime soon. It's usually in later on in a month or two that you'll see them. But as you see here, these are towhees right in front of you there. That's a towhee right there. And little chickadees and stuff, and sparrows and robins will come here, and sometimes a blue jay, but they're not as tough as the red-tailed hawk. But up there is where I leave all the pine needles inside this tree so the birds have some protection and cover. And it always remains like that's where I have a birdhouse too. And there's like everything it's very well alive, and it offers a lot of protection. But it's not exactly proofed against, brush fire or something, so that always concerns me. But the habitat there for the birds, so I might clean that out because there's, look how it's been on the news. It's so I might start taking up anything volatile and burying it, like this pine tree, clean it off so it's and it, but it leaves the birds without habitat. Now there's the tree will still be there. There's the spruce tree. That's the blue spruce. It was a Christmas tree like 30, 40 years ago that my family planted here, and that provides a lot of cover for a lot of smaller birds. This is an apple tree here. This is a fountain of the valley here. This is a Honeycrisp apple. It was no bigger than just that little arm when I put it here. And every year I get a ton of apples on it. It's going to be loaded this year. You can see out there. You can see all the buds on the tree. And then we have several fig trees here. A larger fig tree in the back. A eucalyptus tree here. A palmetto palm here. A medicinal one over there, all sunchokes over along the Hugel mound. This is a giant Hugel mound. You see the table here, and then behind it over here, it starts over here, and it goes along. It goes along, and it's the same as this one here. This is another Hugel mound. There are many here. I put many Hugel mounds. It's kind of like a raised bed. And it's just a little easier to maintain. You don't have to squat way down, and that's the whole idea. And so there's that. And then there's some other trees here. Another eucalyptus there. Fatsia there, and different shrubs and cedars, and beautyberry here. So there's a lot going on. Iris is there. So there's a lot going on, and here's another Hugel mound, and it's teeming with bird wildlife, and the birds clean up all the bugs, hey? Anything moving out there, or spiders you don't like, birds go right after them. So keep your birds healthy and happy in your locale, and you can get a lot of use out of birds. Like they basically they till the land a little bit, with their scratching and stuff around here. And this will be a rich black humus here. Even though I just keep adding to the Hugel mound, I just add another layer of bark mulch, lawn clippings. The kitchen waste is already underneath there, and I put a ton there. And the same with out here too. This has a lot of kitchen waste in there. And it's all decomposed to rich black humus now. It's been there quite a few years, but this one was built out of design. Now here comes the furry friend. Nice to see him. He's kind of a reddish one, hey? Yeah. He's coming for the Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, peanuts, that kind of thing. They're quite friendly. They're fun. It was a bit disheartening to see the red-tailed hawk help himself to my little black squirrel. I wasn't too happy about that. And then there is the sun. And it's turning, and you'll see full view. Here we go. And there it is right there, full view. Yeah. Helianthus, the sun. But that's the front of the food forest basically, and then over to the left there's a row of trees and kiwi and figs that's way over there. You can't really see it, it's just trees in front of it there, but there's several trees all along the fence line that are all fruit bearing, and vines, and there's three types of figs over there, several types of plums. So this is the front of the food forest, and I just add to this every year. I don't do anything else. I do a chop and drop in the fall, and then I just add to the top of the food forest floor. And I'm going to throw in a bunch of wildflowers all along on this mound and the outside one. And I do that every year, so there's an array. And then there's a lot of bulbs here, like daffodils, that kind of thing. A lot of tiger lilies and all kind of different lilies grow here, and peonies are underneath the soil here. So this is, and on the outer edge of the mound where it's drier, I put dry loving like lavender and thyme plants, you see, so because I don't want to look after them. But there's the squirrel. Hello, Mr. Squirrel, you come for another nut? Look how red his head is, hey? Wow. So awesome to see. I do love watching them. So peaceful. Well, and then there is, hello puppy dogs. Hello puppy dogs. Hello puppy dogs. Hello. Ruff, 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 ruff. Oh, ruff, 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 ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Oh, you're such a good boy. Robbie Burns and Mama Bear. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Well, folks, get up and read about the birds in your locale, and perhaps build a hugel mound, and perhaps do a hashtag pathway soil bank. Soil's made in layers, 1 inch every 10 years. In nature, you can do 1 inch and just, you can do a foot in a day in the front of this food forest. But I usually do 3 to 5 inches. I put wood chips, but only specific wood chips, like deciduous trees that are not evergreens. If you plant it well, you'll do well. And biochar and wood ash, that takes care of a lot of bugs. It's rough, right? Like the click beetle and the wireworm. They don't like that. They're the same critter, and they don't like that. And that's a big thing in squash bugs. They don't like biochar and wood ash. And keep your natural predators like birds happy and very happy. Make sure they're all very, very, very happy, because then they're going to hang around you, and you will see a difference if you have bug problems. Here's for my hummingbirds are here, and there's another hummingbird feeder there. There's the log there. But hey, this place is, you can have this anywhere. This is just a small frontal piece of the food forest. So it's something to see and experience that's quite lively. That's nice soap. You see that soap? Maja soap? That's the best there is, in my opinion. And here we have future soil. These are nuts that I ate. The arts from Africa. This is my favorite food too. Dry, raw pumpkin seeds, pimentos? Something like that. So yeah, get up and grow. Yep, get up and grow. Get up and make your ecosystem healthy. Healthy ecosystem, healthy human. Well, I was kind of hoping one of the birds would come up here and hang out, but I made a mistake. I threw the seed down below. I keep this going, this seed, I keep it going right up to May and June. That if there's anything that comes here, like a gypsy moth or something like that, you want all the bird action that you got here. And they clean that up right away. I have bugs, but they don't they don't cause a problem like you know that are very minimal with polyculture. Like I plant a little bit of everything, and I do well. They all live together, and like this mound here I can use as a resource anytime I want. This mound here, it can be used for soil if I need soil. You know, container gardening is a very good way to go, and container composting, like with garbage cans, it's a really excellent if you're in apartments or you got a balcony or something, you know, and so you know, container composting, or what I do is I put in pathway soil bank where I make layers of 3 to 5 inches of biomass, and at the end of it, I lime it. I put wood ash on it and biochar, and within, depending on what time of year, it's really nice. It's a way superior soil. It stays warmer too. You know, like but that temperature can come down too after it ages. It's very neat to see. But then after you have a tree canopy, it's not as much snow or snow accumulation on the forest floor. It's amazing. Peace and love. Cheers.